it's me, Caleb. Welcome back. So lots of interesting things going on this week. I of course got the window I'm finishing up. That's basically done, but you'll see that a bit later. And I'm working on the bathroom window right now, which is one of the smallest windows in the house, and so it has a cute little pediment that goes up top above the window, and I really like it. Also, in larger news this week, the electrical is in. Ameren has turned it on, so let's go follow the cords and take a look at that real quick. So, starting here in the Maids Hallway, let's follow the cords down. It's quite a mess, yeah? So before I got the power in, this is what I was using for power. These one outlet, these two plugs is really all I had. And the only reason I was even trusting of this outlet, it's here in the basement, is because I could trace the cord all the way back to the breaker and check everything to make for sure nothing was amiss with it. And it looked, well, it looked better than anything else in the house. So that's that. This here, it's not a burn mark or anything like that. That's just spray paint or some other crap, so don't be freaked out about that. The outlet was okay, but it wasn't great. So now I know you guys have already seen these boxes, but now they are on. They are all hooked up and good to go. So I've got two outlets here, which come right out of the box, and two here for this box. So I have a lot of power. Now these power cords are what I have to run off for the moment because there's no other outlets in the house yet. Kevin, my electrician, will be coming back next week to start hooking up the rest of the electrical. However, this is a huge improvement over what I used to have. It's literally double the power, which again, not saying a whole lot, but it is better. Now these power cords, for anybody who's asking, these are construction grade power cords. They are the heavy duty variety, so there shouldn't be any problems here with fraying or anything like that. I do inspect my original power cord, because 3 of these are brand new, but one was the one I've been running off of. I do inspect it fairly regularly to make sure I don't have any rips or tears in the plastic sheathing. And you should do that as well to avoid fires if you are in the same situation I am in here. So, you know, like with everything, guys, be careful. But I'm super excited to have this going because it changes a lot of things for me. So the main project this week is definitely the bathroom window, which you can see the little pediment here. Quite a bit smaller than the other ones, only has the 2 grooves as opposed to the 3. But it came out pretty nice. This actually wasn't in too bad a shape. That was the time lapse you guys saw at the beginning. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. All sealed back up and ready to go back up now. Just gotta prepare the rest of the window outside. So for the other project this week, I wanted to handle these guys right here kind of as a proof of concept. This is a piece of trim. I know it looks like a plinth block. It's not actually. It's a piece of trim that belongs to the bay windows in the front. And it's in really rough shape. As you can see, it's yeah, it's not good. It's not soft necessarily though. It's just missing a lot of chunks and it's taken a lot of weather damage. Now these can be saved, and I'm going to save them, and I'm not going to show you guys how. So this one's rotten, but let me show you what I did to one that was just as bad as this one that I made earlier. So this is my little proof of concept piece. Again, these go on the exterior so they get painted, but this is with a lot of wood filling and sanding and getting this all together. But again, these pieces were almost identical as far as the damage that was done to them. So let's get going on this. Let's start using the wood filler. The wood filler I'm using is a Miniwax high performance wood filler. So it's a 2-part, I believe it is epoxy based. I can't read on the can that it has any epoxy necessarily, but it is a 2-part system and it seems to work really well. I've done this on a lot of the other parts of the window, smaller pieces, and it works really well. So we're going to use that. And we're going to put this piece completely back together. So let me set up the time-lapse camera and we'll get into it. So welcome back from the time lapses. I want to show you the finished product of that wood piece I was working on. As you can see, I did bring it into my lap quite a bit. The paint's still wet, so I shouldn't touch too much. But it's easier to work when you're having to hand sand, like the shapes and stuff. To bring it into your lap or to a surface that's much easier to reach than for me, the tabletop isn't as easy, especially when the camera sits right here that's time-lapsing it. So it's really difficult to kind of get around and work on it. So that's why I bring it into my lap. When you're sanding this stuff, do wear a mask. It is epoxy, so, you know, dust is never good for your lungs. So if something's dusty, do that. But I think these things came out great considering what they looked like. And yeah, that's a good learning lesson because I think next week my plan is to start taking off the woodwork around the bay windows in the front of the building. So actually doing something on the front, giving the old girl facelift. And so I'll show you where these two came from real quick. So why would I do the windows in the front before I end up handling or tackling anything else? Well, it's still a little bit too hot out to start messing with the plaster. I think in about 2 weeks I'll probably have good weather for that. The other thing is it's also starting to, you know, summer's starting to wind down, and I have to get on things exterior before the winter hits, and I can no longer do things out there. So I have windows, I'm getting windows ordered for that section of the building. However, I can put the windows in the winter, but I can't do the outside because the paint will freeze and it won't stick it or adhere correctly. So, you know, while I can do most of the stuff on the inside here, I can't do that. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and tackle those. It should be fairly easy, and it'll just be time consuming, and it'll give me a bit of a, I don't know, kind of creative fun and do something on the front of the building. I haven't done anything on the front of the building, and I think it'd be nice to see something visually when you drive up that's been improved. So that's the plan there. Yeah, and so we'll get on that for probably for the next 2 weeks, maybe more, depending on how long it actually takes me to get all these pieces back together. So yeah, we'll see how that all goes. Wish me luck. So here in the bathroom, you can see I got the top sash in and the bottom is not. That's because I accidentally picked up the wrong sash and painted and did the good stuff to it. So I have one sash for the window in the maid stairwell that is ready to go in, but I haven't even touched that yet. So that means this will have to wait till next week. You can see I've got the chains hung and everything, like the one from last week. And everything's ready to rock and roll. I just don't have the matching sash done or ready to put in there. So that is what it is. But overall, bathroom's looking better. It's nice. It definitely looks better always from the outside. The insides are always still a bit of a mess, but that's just kind of how it is right now until I can get everything together. You can see the stack there. Hopefully I'll get the other one over here so I can have a bathroom on the 3rd floor here within, you know, I don't know, the next year or so. So we'll see how that all goes. Also, I know a few of you guys do know already, but Kim has a little vlog channel that follows some of the things about the house and kind of some of her more personal things. And if you're a fan of the channel, I think you'll like it. So I'll leave a link in the description or maybe a little top blurb or whatever. I don't know how YouTube works. Yeah, you guys can go check that out. I mean, obviously you guys like Kim probably more than me. So yeah, go check out her channel. It's pretty cool. One last little note is Halloween is fast approaching, and it's a holiday I really enjoy, most probably because it's such a creative holiday. And, you know, if you will, I have the best Halloween backdrop ever. You think about all the, you know, horror films or whatever, they almost always use either a Queen Anne or a Second Empire, you know, structure as a backdrop. So, you know, name them like Addams Family, Psycho, The Munsters, like, so I kind of have the house for it. And so in the next week or two, I might start playing with, I bought some chicken wire, and I want to make a chicken wire ghost and put it in one of my windows and have it randomly light up for passersby. Maybe I'll get a few scares out of it. Of course, I won't be here to witness them, but I think it'll be kind of fun and cool. So keep your eye out. Hopefully I'll do a little tutorial on it and show you guys some fun little Halloween stuff as well. So quickly, I almost forgot. I actually have the guys from Spectrum, which is the local internet provider, coming through to put internet into the house on Tuesday. So yes, I know that's not a big milestone. It doesn't change a whole lot for you, but it actually does because I can start doing live streams from here. I can start talking to you guys, communicating, putting videos out sometimes on Thursdays because that means I can upload while I work. So that's a big bonus, and I think it'll allow me to do more off-the-cuff stuff, back to the Q&As, possible live streams, things like that. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. I mean, it's not going to change the channel very much, but having that here will help immensely. It'll help for the channel, and it'll make my phone bill go a bit lower. So all great things. So excited for that, and yeah, that'll be great. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for us at the house this week. However, there's some really cool things that you guys keep sending in to me, and so I wanted to highlight those things that you guys keep sending. It really means a lot that you guys would share some of these things are really personal items, and we really appreciate that. We also really appreciate your guys' stories and comments and everything else like that. It's been a great ride, and you guys make it all worth it. So thank you, thank you. We have received quite a few random things from you guys, a lot of really wonderful random things from you guys. And so we just wanted to take a second and kind of show you some of the really awesome things and stories and just wonderful things all around. As if you didn't need any more proof that we have the best YouTube community ever. So I want to share these things with you guys. So first thing we got is this little receipt hook. It's a Eastlake style receipt hook, and I think it'll be really awesome in the library. And this was sent by Bill. Bill, thank you so much. This is really, really cool. And I think it'll come in quite handy when I start having to pay the bills out of the house. So
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
So Mark sent us a St. Louis Exposition, the World's Fair, Palace of Machinery spoon, which has the palace on there. So that fits in perfectly in our house because Mr. Brown was owned a machinery company. So that fits in perfectly. And he sent us this butter knife as well, which has an H monogrammed on it. Isn't that nice? Thank you, Mark.
So we'll pretend that that's Hall's knife.
Yeah, that's Hall's knife, Brown's spoon.
Okay, so the next thing we got, guys, are these really amazing postcards from Peter and Ellie. This is from their grandfather's collection. Essentially, he was a traveling salesman, and other traveling salesmen would send him postcards, and these are part of his collection. And these all relate to St. Louis, so it's, you know, the World's Fair and Union Station, all the really wonderful things. And don't worry, I'll put these up at some point so you can read all the messages and stuff. But how amazing to share their family's history and my city's history and let us have that, like, amazing stuff. So Peter and Ellie, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is great-great-grandfather.
Great?
Yeah.
It's still amazing that they have this and that they wanted us to have it.
I mean, it's even more amazing that they still have that. Eric sent us these curtain tie pieces. So you pull the curtain, and then the tie would hang on this. So it's they're a little Eastlake style. This one's got a little break in it, so I've got a different one. So they're a little Eastlake style. Let's see if you can't see the detailing on there. And then he also sent us a push button switch. How cool is that? Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, sorry we didn't get to come visit you, Eric. We meant to next time, right? But thank you so much. These are really, really cool.
Very neat. Love those. So we got this lovely card from Gail. Thank you, Gail. She mentions that I know your parents are so, so proud of you. Good things come to good people. That's so true. Thank you, Gail. We appreciate the lovely comments and the nice card. Thank you so much.
And we promise not to let the negative comments get us down. Promise.
Never. And Lori sent us a gas lamp key. It looks like it could also work as like a clock key too. Very pretty. Thank you, Lori. We appreciate it.
Yeah, should come in handy, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Kim sent us this really wonderful card, and inside is this little postcard. This was her grandmother's house. She spent a lot of years fixing it up, and her grandmother's now passed away, and the family ended up losing the house. But it talks about her like working there, giving tours as a kid, and how the channel kind of brings up nostalgia. And so we're super glad that we can, you know, have that kind of impact. But look at the house.
Beautiful.
How beautiful it was. Your grandmother must have been amazing. And Kim, thank you so much for sharing your story. It's really cool. And thanks so much for the postcard.
Yeah. From Kim to Kim, thank you. And we got this Tracing the History of Houses book from Catherine, all the way in the UK. Thank you, Catherine. So it kind of goes through architecture and like styles and like what people were building with. So that's really neat. Thank you, Catherine.
Even though it's for the UK, I'm sure we'll be able to use, you know, different item or different bits of information from it. So, and yeah, definitely thank you, because I know shipping from the UK is not the cheapest thing in the world. So appreciate
Thank you.
So this next little card with a cute little puppy on it is from Patty. She says some very sweet things here and wishes us the best in our endeavor. But she also included a $200 check, which I have to say I'm a little bit baffled by. You know, I love that you guys share stories and everything like that. I never expected to receive cash in the mail. And nor am I endorsing you guys do this. Patty, we thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, a little bit stunned by this one, guys. And I guess I have to open up a bank account now in the Second Empire Strikes Back name. Because otherwise I don't think I can cash this. Nor do I morally know that I can cash it. But
Yeah,
I do appreciate
that too.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we got this lovely note from Vicky in Iowa saying how her mother was from St. Louis and how her grandma's house was on the river where they built the arch. And so now they go to have a picnic in grandma's yard, which is now the arch grounds, unfortunately. Which the arch is cool, but sad that her house was torn down. So thank you for the note, Vicky.
You got a bigger yard now, though. There is that.
That's true, yes.
And so from Kim, we got this really amazing, well, I guess it's not necessarily a tea set, but various
It's a collection.
tea collection.
Teacups and saucers and a teapot.
Well, this is what I'm using for espresso for sure.
There's no X in that word, Caleb.
You leave me alone.
Yeah, I like these, the gold ones a lot. This one's very delicate. It's very thin, very pretty. But I like this one quite a bit. Nice and shiny.
I like all of them. They're really
I
pretty.
do like all of them, of course. But, you know, you kind of got, when you get something, you kind of pick your favorite, you know? They're all pretty.
And so thank you so much.
Thank you, Kimberly.
They'll definitely go into either the built-in china cabinet or
yeah.
that little
The buffet.
the little buffet we got. So yeah, they'll be well taken care of.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. So lastly, for things we've received, Ken and Patty sent us this amazing phone. Isn't this thing really cool? Cool thing is about it, I can actually get this thing to work to call out on. It's already wired for it, and it looks like I need to do a little tiny baby bit of work on the ringing mechanism for the whole thing, and this should work. We got the Bakelite phone up here.
I cannot wait to talk on this thing. I'm so excited. Thank you, Ken and Patty.
Yeah, this is really cool, and I'm going to include a photo of them because I sent it
Oh my gosh.
in the messages when they were talking about sending us this, and they are amazingly cute.
Yeah, they're adorable. Saw their picture and I was like, oh my god, how cute are they?
So again, thank you guys so
Thank
very
you.
much. We're definitely going to utilize this in the house. This is really cool. I was actually already looking at one of these, so you've saved the day.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So as always, guys, thank you. Of course, as I've said repeatedly, this isn't an endorsement to send us anything. You know, we want you guys to enjoy the videos no matter what. But we do want to thank people who have sent us things because it's more than we've ever expected for any of this channel, this whole crazy YouTube world. But the fact that we've run into so much kindness is well, it leaves us speechless. It's really incredible. Yeah, I mean, you guys make our days over and over and over again.
Absolutely.
And just reading your guys' words and really kind of building a connection with my audience, which even that's weird to say, my audience.
It's weird to say, yeah.
It's really crazy, guys, and it's extremely heartwarming, and we just want to thank you guys so very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate everything. We appreciate your support most of all. Just being here, watching the videos, leaving nice comments. We love it.
And we do actually end up going through basically every comment out there.
I know I read every comment. So if you got a random like on your comment, that was actually probably me. So.
Yeah, we try to stay as connected with you guys as possible. Of course, it's gotten to the point now where it's really hard to do so.
but we really, we just want you guys to know we appreciate you. It's, the sentiments and the thoughts you guys share are never lost, so they never fall on deaf ears. We really always try to answer every message and read every comment at least, and we try our best. Sometimes we forget things, sometimes things slip. It's a lot of people. And then, I guess lastly, thank you guys for just being amazingly kind. Everybody on the channel has been so kind. I mean, it's so rare that I see anything negative. I mean, it's so very rare. And that's why actually sometimes it's kind of surprising. But yeah, you guys, faith in humanity restored, all that good stuff. So thank you guys.
Thank you.